and Chairman Board of Governors of the National Judicial Institute, Honorable Dr. Justice
and the fight against economic and financial crimes. Your Excellencies, my lords, ladies and gentlemen, as most of us may be aware, the EFCC was established in 2003 with a fundamental mandate of investigating, prosecuting, and preventing economic and financial crimes in Nigeria. And in the 19 years of its existence, the Commission has carved a niche for itself with numerous milestones to its name. However, in the little over a year that I have the privilege to pretend over the affairs of the Commission, we have succeeded in securing an unprecedented record of 2,220 convictions in 2021. It is the highest ever in the history of the Commission. And as I address you this morning, ladies and gentlemen, we have already secured 1,222 convictions this year, which has earned the Commission local and international acclaim, was largely through the astuteness and dedication of your lordships, who, in the face of several challenges, remain resolute in the pursuit of justice. My Lord, we salute and appreciate your industry, diligence, perseverance, and courage in the face of all odds. I'm particularly happy that the judges who handled some of our landmark cases are present in this auditorium. This is gladdening, and to sustain the momentum, we deem it expedient that members of the bench, especially those who adjudicate on economic and financial crimes cases, become more familiar with the increasing sophistication of financial crimes. This is the motivation of this workshop. It is our hope, therefore, that the NJI will continue to facilitate continuous training for justices, judges, and the Commission investigators and prosecutors in order to bring everyone involved in the national effort against economic and financial crimes with the current investigative, prosecutorial, and adjudication trends. All of these are predicated on the understanding of the vantage position which the judiciary occupies to either help or hamper the war against corruption in Nigeria. Excellencies, my lords, ladies and gentlemen, all over the world, the judiciary stands as the maker and molder of social justice and cohesion. And where the judiciary is misaligned to the anti-corruption war, threats and dislocation are bound to occur. Public perception of the judiciary is also imperative. Rightly or wrongly, the public have always lauded a certain judicial pronouncements that tended to cast the judiciary in the mold of disinterested organ. There are those who hold the view that corruption cases should not be lost just on grounds of technicalities. With every sense of humility, I share the same view with them. As a Commission, we do not expect every judicial decision to go our way. But there are instances the EFCC and many Nigerians have been left at a loss about certain judicial pronouncements and decisions, where defendants who obviously have stolen our commonwealth and those who have aided and abetted them have been allowed to go home to enjoy their proceeds of crime on technical grounds. This has the tendency of affecting negatively the cherished image of and confidence in the Nigerian judiciary, both locally and internationally. In the Commission, we hold the view that corruption is a plague that does not select its victims. It is deliberate and calculated. Those stealing and abusing our common patrimony do not wish us well. Judges are as much victims of corruption as the ordinary man on the streets. It is therefore in our own collective interest that the aims of the fight against corruption are not reversed. This is also why we must aggregate fresh opinions and forge deliberate winning tactics and strategies to stem this ugly tide. Let me also use this opportunity to thank His Excellency the President for signing into law the Money Laundering Prevention and Prohibition Act 2022, the Terrorism Prevention and Prohibition Act 2022, and the Process of Crime Recovery and Management Act 2022. The new laws are significant legal instruments that will further strengthen and deepen anti-corruption work in our dear country. We cannot also sufficiently thank the 9th National Assembly for their legislative intervention in making this socially desirable legislation. The enactments of 3 laws clearly shows a deep sense of commitment to the anti-corruption agenda of both Mr. President and the National Assembly. On the part of the judiciary, the interpretation and enforcement of these laws are fundamental, and I'm sure this will come with the usual commitment and attention the judicial arm of government is known for. Permit me to state once again that the plea for your support is underscored by my understanding that the forces that we are battling are powerful, and some of them would want to use the judiciary to distract and drive us. If and when they come to you, please allow your conscience and overriding national interest to be your guide. While I commend the efforts of the chief judges of some states who have designated courts and judges to hear economic and financial crimes cases in line with Section 19, Subsection 3 of the EFCC Act 2004, I will call on those who are yet to do so to follow suit. This measure, together with expeditious assignment of cases filed by the Commission to designated courts as well as appointments of new judges, will ensure accelerated hearing of our cases. All these, when balanced with respect of constitutional rights of suspects, will make the anti-corruption initiatives functional and more fruitful. On the part of the EFCC, we are not unaware of the fact that we may not achieve 100% perfection. However, my Lord, it may interest you to know that in the past 1 year, the EFCC has made deliberate efforts and taken major steps to reform its processes and procedures, which led to the launching of our SOPs and policy documents by Mr. President on the 25th of March 2022. The cumulative effect of the reforms will be improved quality of the cases that will be taken to court for trial, and the huge recoveries to be made, and massive engagement with Nigerians on the issues of corruption that we will be involved in. I have said it in other fora, and it bears repeating here, that I have sworn to discharge my responsibilities at the headship of the EFCC strictly in accordance with the rule of law, and allowing and following established procedures that eliminate discretion to deliver an agency that you can be all proud of. My colleagues and I plead with you, my lords, to make this pledge to Nigerian people possible by sharing your thoughts, suggestions, and constructive criticisms during this workshop and beyond. And let us also pass the message that if any Nigerians cross the line, the EFCC is there to get you anywhere, anytime. Your Excellencies, my lords, ladies and gentlemen, I have only one line to conclude my address this morning. But I'm very happy, my Lord, Senate President, and the Secretary to the Government of the Federation as representative of the President, as well as the Attorney General, are all in our midst. And I want to say 1 or 2 paragraphs before I utter the line, which I've already said, that I should have concluded my address to you with that I thank you for your time. But before I say that, my Lords, Excellencies, I believe that every judge or justice, wherever he or she is sitting, be it in Abeokuta, Damaturu, Yenogwa, or Birnin Kebbi, is a judge and justice in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And as we may say in democracy, that it is the function of the legislators to make the laws, it is for the executive, in this case, maybe the EFCC, to investigate, trace, and recover these assets. But it is only the judiciary that can pronounce somebody to either be corrupt or not. And that means that we have to really take care of our judges. And as the theme of this workshop states, my Lord's Excellencies, judicial dynamism. There is no better judicial dynamism than a robust welfare package for our justice and judges. They are not surviving in the 2007 welfare package. They are suffering. And we have to do something about it. I thank you very much.
Okay, don't mislead them. Let's follow here. Follow here. No. Not the red and go.